Hi Tim. I just wanted to ask that you have quite a big reputation of being such a big hitter. So do you think it adds a little more pressure on you to perform as you made your debut in the last game?
No, I don't think it adds any pressure. I'm just trying to go out and do in a game what I see in front of me, and to be honest, I don't really try and place too many expectations on that.
Tim, you played in the IPL this year as well. So do you think playing in the Indian conditions helped you get acclimatized with the conditions?
Yeah, definitely. Having some good experience playing in India, I think finishing off games, understanding how it can go and how the pitches can play, or when it kind of lights up in front of you. So, there can be an advantage batting second in Indian conditions. But that was a good experience, the IPL, to have drawn on the other night out there in the middle.
Thanks, Tim. Best of luck for the series.
Thank you.
Raj.
Thanks, Cole. Hi, Tim. Tim, I'm calling from Singapore. 2 years ago, just before COVID, I was at the Indian Association ground watching you play for Singapore when Singapore beat Zimbabwe. Can you just talk about the journey you've gone through from playing cricket in the associate level and to where you are now, one of the hot properties of T20 international cricket? Just if you could just recollect and what are the fond memories playing for Singapore? If you could just talk about all that.
Yeah, I really enjoyed all the time I played for Singapore. I think my last tour was to Thailand, literally just as COVID was breaking out in March 2020. And then since then, I guess I've had my opportunities in franchise cricket, starting off in the Big Bash in Australia, and it's kind of just grown from there. So, fond memories, a lot of good experiences to build on, and I guess that's stuff that I've tried to work through the whole time with my cricket and drawn lots of different experiences.
Do you, if I could just slip in one more, from where you were playing, say 2 years before and now, probably on the verge of playing a World Cup, did you ever think of you could be playing a World Cup so soon?
To be honest, I didn't give it very much thought. It's kind of evolved naturally to getting here to this stage. I haven't thought about that too much.
Thanks, mate.
Jack.
Hey Tim, congrats on the debut and the win the other night. You've obviously played a lot with Matty Wade at the Hurricanes. He's in a bit of a different role at the Hurricanes, but can you talk us through what you've sort of learned from him and being able to finish an innings?
Yeah, so I've played a fair bit with Matty, but I haven't actually battled with him that much. So it was really nice to have a familiar face out there the other night, and I think he did most of the heavy lifting. So to be stood at the other end and watch him finish the game off was great, and it's a good start for me and the team.
And it just seemed like watching from afar that you had such a calmness about the situation you're in, even though you're on debut. Do you sort of know where that comes from, or is it just from the experience of playing a lot of cricket?
I think definitely having had the experience of playing in India before and playing a fair bit of T20 cricket recently, I felt calm the other night because I knew that we were in a good position to be able to chase those runs, and the way the pitch was playing. So I think to get over the line, that it still has to happen. It doesn't just happen straight away, and that was some brilliant performances from our batsmen to chase that score down.
Nick.
Thanks so much, Cole. Tim, congrats on your debut. It looked as though you had some family there in Mohali for the first T20. I had to talk us through who was there to support you and what their response was after your first match for Australia.
Yeah, fortunately my family travelled over to be there, so that was really nice. I've played a fair bit overseas, and obviously COVID's been a restriction being living in Australia to try and get over to watch games, so I've kind of encouraged my parents and family to come whenever they want to, so that was really nice to have them there.
And one more, if I could. Cricket Australia shared some footage ahead of the first match of you just absolutely demolishing some cricket balls in a net session, and inevitably went viral a little bit. Are you happy to talk through just, I guess, your processes in a net session, what was specifically trying to work on, and I guess what your mentality is heading into that first match?
Yeah, so I think my role in the team here is to be batting in the middle order, so that means that I'm not going to be facing a lot of balls in matches, and I've probably got to try and put the foot down if we're batting first, or if we're chasing, trying to finish off a game. So I've got to tick off my boxes of trying to play powerful shots, trying to clear the boundary, and I think that's a big part of my training. So I try and get volume in the nets, because let's say in a 3-match series here I might face 20 balls. That might be how much I bat in this series. So I've got to get a lot of my work done in the nets and be prepared to kind of be on for every ball when I'm out in the game.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Tim.
Alex.
Hi, Tim.
I know you haven't been around the group much, but I'm just curious what the conversations were like amongst the guys when Cameron Green was rolling at the top of the order the other day, and what they've been like since. It was obviously a super impressive display. Was everybody in awe of it, or was everybody expecting it?
Yeah, it was great to watch from the change rooms. I think he absolutely smoked it. I don't think anyone's surprised because everyone knows how talented he is. I think it's just how far he can take it, and you know, it was just great to watch. He took the game on and played some amazing shots, and it's just great to see the ball coming out of the middle of his bat.
Demesis.
Thanks, Cole. Hi, Tim. Obviously, in the pre-match press conference, Captain Aaron Finch did said that he would like to leave it to you, not put anything on you, so as to make you play, express yourself. So, what sort of role are you comfortable with in this Australian setup leading up to the World Cup?
Yeah, I think it's pretty straightforward, my role in this team. It's very similar to what I've been playing in T20 cricket over the last year and 18 months. So I guess I'm trying to bring my experiences that I've had so far and you know, just take the game on, play it as I see it in front of myself and help the team to win games.
Last one here, guys, unless anyone else has a question, we'll go back to Raj.
Yeah, hey Tim. We've seen, a lot of big guys and big hitting guys in cricket in the past as well. But I'm just wondering, what is it that makes you so special and, you know, such a great T20 player, if I can say that?
This is probably a tough question to answer. I think I just try and keep the game very simple. I don't look too far ahead of myself. I can't give you much more than that. I'm trying to stay pretty grounded, train hard in the nets and just improve as much as I can.
Thanks, Raj. Thanks, everyone. It looks as though there aren't any more questions there, so thanks again for joining us today, and thanks to Tim David for offering us some time this morning. Thank you.
Thanks, Cole. Thanks, Tim.
Thanks, Cole. Cheers.
Thanks, Cole. Thanks, Tim.